like, I want to say 3 minutes last time we offered those, Jennifer. So I'm glad. Thank you for
I know. I love that ring.
And when I say last time, that was like, oh my goodness, probably a year ago. I mean, that's how long it takes to get, if we're able to, you know, one of the reorders back from Chaco Canyon. Brand new. How fun. You know, this could be part of, and we don't have in Chaco Canyon what we call the gallery collection or boutique collection. If we did, that elevated fine jewelry look, this bangle would be definitely in that category. It is extraordinarily difficult to create this type of setting of the stones of this gorgeous Sleeping Beauty. I can't believe it's Sleeping Beauty. Turquoise, and we're offering it not at $385, but at $209.90 only here at HSN. Nice thing is the full cuff, beautifully polished, finished in the back, stamped in beautiful gold, or excuse me, sterling. Hi, Mary. Mary's our lovely model, is going to be joining us. And then also featured with 5 monthly flex payments. Cuff bracelets are typically our #1 silhouette in Native American handcrafted jewelry from Chaco Canyon. Please tell me about this Sleeping Beauty fabulous cuff bracelet.
This artisan here, her name is Claudine Halo, and she's from the Zuni reservation. And when you look at this, again, it's all Sleeping Beauty. The Zuni people love Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but yet, since the mine is closed, it's so very hard to get Sleeping Beauty. So what they do is they work with what they can get. And when you see this, you're going to see the lightning bolt just shoot through the cuff there in itself. And the lightning bolt is a meaning between having the connection between heaven and earth, because you see that flash, you see everything just come out into view, and you see images in the sky. It could be a cloud, it could be a heart, it could be just an image of someone standing there that you've known before. And so they say Father Sky is there to protect you, and so that's what you see there.
And that's how this all,
Yes.
There's a story to everything, isn't there,
Yes.
Jennifer? I mean, honestly, you know, I was mentioning if there was, you know, what we call a boutique or gallery collection. This piece here would absolutely, I mean, this would be regarded in that, you know, category.
Oh, yeah.
And in the, I can't think of the name. I want to say boutiques, but New Mexico, they're
Trading posts.
Trading posts. Something like this would be under lock and key,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
being Sleeping Beauty, correct,
Yes.
Jennifer? If I was, you know, to come and I want to, you know, purchase something from a Native American, handcrafted, this is the refined type of look that you know is extremely valuable, but that, you know, besides that, so special in the design work. Something very rarely seen is that inlay, because very few people are, I wouldn't say can do that type of setting, because
Yes.
it is so tedious and so difficult, and the precision has to be, I mean, there can be no mistakes whatsoever, because the stones would fall out.
No,
right?
because when you look at this, it's like it's a puzzle piece, a perfect puzzle piece. And just if one of the stones happened to fall out, it just everything else would just happen to just get, you know, discombobulated on there. And
Right.
when you look at this, so what the artisan would do is that they would work in their mind what the design would look like. Different artisans would also glue the stones to their hand or their fingers and work around it and grind each and every piece perfectly and fit it around the silver lining that you see there. So everything is made with love.
Oh, well, you have love coming your way here, and really a unique, specialized piece. Let me mention again, the setting, and most importantly, Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which is absolutely, right now, they're asking the premium for. You can't find it, and especially not in quantity like we're bringing to you here in that real refined fine jewelry look.